You're doing a great job with the Edward family. So to finish off for this week, we have to do our reading and answering questions using the Edward family. So I'm going to turn you around so that you can see our story. Okay, so here we go. Get all set up. Make sure you can see our story. Okay, and it says the Edward family. So remember, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to read the whole story, and then we will go back and we will answer the questions. There's my Edward family, E-D. Okay, so let's read the story. Mom told me to make my bed. I love my bed because it is red. One time, I fed my dog Ed on my red bed. Then I acted like my bed was a sled. Oh my goodness, I wonder if you do all those things on your bed. That's a lot of stuff that this boy does on his bed. Okay, so let's go back. We're going to read each sentence and we'll see if we can find any Edwards. Now remember, I know it's a sentence because I know what sentences start with and I know what they end with. So sentences start with a capital letter, and if I keep going, oh, I see punctuation at the end, and this punctuation is a period. And I know that that's the end of that sentence, and then I will start another sentence. So let's read the first sentence, and then we'll go back and we'll highlight all of the Edwards. So I'm going to see if I can get you as close as possible to this story so you can see all of those Edwards that we are highlighting. Seeing if I can find, let's see, what else could I put here to make this a little bit higher? There, okay? Now I think you should be able to see the story really well. All right, so, and I have my highlighter this week. I know last week I didn't use a highlighter. Sorry about that. All right, so first sentence. Mom told me to make my bed. Okay, so let's go back and see if we can find any Edwards. Remember, it has to be ED. Make my, oh, there's one right there, bed. So I'm going to highlight it. Good job. All right, my next sentence says, I love my bed because it is red. All right, I heard some ED words, so let's go back. Oh, there it is, bed. Because it is, there's another one, red. So I found bed and red. Okay, next sentence. One time I fed my dog Ed on my red bed. Oh, there's a lot of Edwards in there. So I'm just going to go one word at a time until I find, oh, there's one, fed. I'm going to keep going. Nice, there's Ed, that's someone's name. On my red and bed. There are a lot of Edwards. Nice work. And our last sentence says, then I acted like my bed was a sled. I know you heard some Edwards. I'm just going to go until I find them. There it is, bed. Oh, and sled. Excellent job. I'm very impressed with how you found all of those Edwards. So now with this paper, we have to answer some questions. All right, so let's go down to number 1. And I know it's number 1 because it's right there. And it has that question word, what? And it has a question mark. So I know it's asking me for an answer. So let's see what the question is. What did the mom tell the boy to do? So remember, in order to answer questions like this, we go back up in the story and we see if we can find the answer. So the question, what did mom tell the boy to do? Let's read this. Mom told me to make my bed. So what did the mom tell the boy to do? Make my bed. You're right. That's what she said. So let's see if that's one of the answers down here. Did the mom tell the boy to go sledding? No. Nope. Did the mom tell the boy to feed the dog? Well, that's not what that says. Did the mom tell the boy to make the bed? Yes, right there's the answer. And right here's the one we're going to circle. Nice job answering that question. All right. Question number 2, and I know it's number 2 because there it is. It's a question because there's a question word, what, and it has a question mark at the end. So the question says, what did the boy do once on his bed? Oh, so only one time. That once means one time. So Mrs. Beers had difficulty understanding the question, so I had to kind of read it myself again to figure out what do they want me to figure out? What did the boy do once, meaning only one time, on his bed? Well, if I come up here, I see the word one time. So that's what I'm going to read that sentence to see what the boy did. So one time, I fed my dog Ed on my red bed. So what is it that the boy did one time on his bed? He fed the dog Ed. Now that says my, but I don't own the dog, so I can't put my. I would say fed the dog Ed. Okay, so I'm going to put my answer down here with a capital F to begin with because it's the beginning of my sentence. So fed. I know how to spell the. It's a popcorn word. Dog is right there, but I could also stretch it out. And there's the dog's name. His name is Ed. It has to be capital because it's a name. So, what did the boy do once on his bed? Fed the dog Ed. And I need a period because it is a sentence. And then, of course, question number 3 here just says, write 4 of the Ed words that we found up here in the story. So we'll just go through them real quick and say what they are. Bed, bed, red, fed, Ed, red, bed, bed, sled. Very nice job with all of those Ed words. So boys and girls, what I'd like you to try to do is to write a nice sentence using an Ed word and using a detail. Remember, the more information we put in a sentence, the better picture we can get in our brain. So if I just say, I fed my dog, you know I fed him, but what if I told you what I fed him or where I was? So if I said, I fed my dog peanut butter and jelly for lunch. Oh my goodness, now you know it's in the middle of the day, it's lunchtime, and you know I'm giving my dog a sandwich. So now you have a nice picture of me giving the dog a sandwich. How silly is that? So see if you can write a nice detailed sentence. Don't forget your capital, don't forget your spaces, and don't forget your punctuation. All right, friends, I'll see you. Have a great weekend.